Welcome to episode 29. Thank you for landing at Devonport International. Please, as we approach the gate, make sure that you take all of your luggage with you. Oh, haha, too bad. Looks like we're going to capture you and take you out of the city and take you somewhere else. Let's go and enjoy the view from the sky from Devonport. On our United flight, we are headed to another airport in the skies above Devonport. Ah, the joys. So, there we are at the airport. There we were flying over here. We had our little fire over here, and while we were off camera, we took some time and liberty to update all of our buses to make sure that they were fair and equitable. So we made sure everybody was 9 or 10 buses. Airport was 5 buses because it's only going from point A to point B. And then of course, yeah, no matter where they're going, we laid out a new road to get into this future area of development, and we got a nice highway that is going to be coming into this area so that they can come into this roundabout and head back on through. We got our tolls completely set up over here, and it looks like we got a lot of commercial demand. But one of the things that I noticed with all of our commercial demand is that we're also seeing that, hey, we don't have the customers for this. So that also means that we need to increase our residents throughout the city. So we'll finish up the little bit of Oblast and Wonton Bond, because, you know, we filled up this part of Jersey, or New Jersey as we call it. We got the tolls for the New Jersey Pikeway. We got the industry all around it. You know, we got all the trees and stuff happening over here in Maryland and Delaware. We'll just, you know, call it the little parts of that. And then, of course, you know, that's just what Google Earth gave us for a name. And, of course, nobody, you know, goes to school here. So if you're from New Jersey, I apologize if you're hating on this. Drop a like or a comment if you hate the name New Jersey for this little town and area. So let's get into dropping in some more residents over here so that we can have some more customers. So let's grab a little road, bring it in, and we want people to basically come through here. We want to have it on the ground, and we don't want it at 24 where I was working on that highway over there earlier. We want these guys to just bring themselves around here and get themselves connected up here. So too easy. Get themselves beautifully connected and into these intersections as quickly as possible. Now, what we will do is we will get a tiny little road for this one. And what we're going to do is just bring it straight over. And bring this one straight over. And that will hopefully kind of, how can I say it, make it a little bit neater and nicer for what we want to do. Make sure we got police and fire. That we do. Healthcare is okay. Everybody's good. Childcare, we'll throw that in here. And let's give them a sauna. There you go. That should make these folks even happier. There we are. And let's drop them in. No. Wrong ones. We want the good old residential. There we are. Alright, and y'all can come straight on over. Clear you out, bring you in. Too easy. Easily done. Alright. And we'll let these guys grow. And that should provide some more easy commercial traffic for these guys as this residential demand pops up over here. And the reason it will easily pop up over here is because these folks are going to be growing pretty quickly. Now we take this road straight over here, bring this over here, bring you over here, bring you this way, and we will drag and drop. Very simply done. Clear y'all out, and that is done. Drag and drop, drag and drop, drag and drop. And we'll grab some light red commercial. Just easily put these guys in right here, and that will help them out. There we go. That should provide some of that easy residential over here. Now we need to fill in some of this industry over here, because a lot of it is kind of going out of business, and I have to say that's kind of my fault because you know, I didn't really prepare them for this, nor for the growth, so I have to try to fix this as best as I can. And in order to do that, I'm going to have to make some compromises, and it looks like we will need some commercial to grow into this area here. And one of the other things that we will need to do is get some residential into this area as well. So with that, let's drop this in, and let's see what we can do with our magic little paintbrush over here. And there we go. We'll get our residential in here. And get residential in over here. Get them all around the circle. Because they will be needed in order to help make things grow. It's really going to help out and make this area more beneficial to everyone in the long term. Alright, let's get the little tiny roads. And get the residential put in here. And there we go. Get more residential. Drop these guys in. Just so that people can easily get to and from the metro. And the reason that we're dropping so much on this island is mainly just so that everyone has a place to go. Hands down, it's going to help us in the long run. And we gotta keep this area kind of clear because this is the runway here. Same with over here, so we really can't do much over there, but we can do a lot more over here. So we'll get the little tiny roads going and we'll get them built up. And there we go. And we'll get the light residential going into this area here, just so that it'll be small community with their beautiful homes and subdivision into this neck of the woods here. Yep. And there we go. That should fill that in. And get these guys some more residential over here. Too easy. And we will clear this out and clear this out. Main reason why is just so that we can actually have road access for bringing people in. Very simply put, that will help us in the long run. And the reason we're quickly mapping everything out is it's going to help this island really grow really quickly, really fast. And I want to be able to fan all of this with like some nice residential so that these people can have like a place to go home to, you know? Right? And of course, you can't really do that if you got nowhere to go. So, we're going to simply provide it. And there we are. Just brush it all in. Beautiful homes all up and down the hillside for developers to basically create a new modern landscape.
Let me go back to it.
Now, one of the things I do got to keep in mind is my little metro stations here and how I'm going to get people to and from these metro stations. So with this, I'm going to take this little guy, bring him over, bring him around, and connect him up to there, and around and over. Bring you down here, bring you over to here, and we will bring you up to here. And we'll make sure that we have plenty of we'll just drop this in. Not that concerned about that over here. This will be some good thick residential. That will help this area grow over here. same with this over here. We will get another little tiny road that will come around here because it will be needed. And we'll get the little light residential in here. We'll get the brush and we'll paint it in for the beautiful homes that will go along the coast. Once they get developed and brought in, very simply put in. And our last little bit of commercial right here that we will clear out and rezone to make sure that it's fully what we want. Too simple, too easy. And that will help us out. Now, this will take its time and allow it to grow. We got our highway over here. Got our park. And we got our zoo. So I think we're filling this in quite well, especially for it being on a hillside. So as I talked about, we want to be able to take this over here and fill in these roads, or these spaces as we call them, so that we can actually get them fully kind of connected up here for these space centers and ports. And since this is an area that is going to be a toll, we can't really get them to connect. So that'd be a no-no if we did that. Now we will bring this over to here. We will drop in more residential over here. And that will fill in all of this. Very simply put. Get that filled in, get this filled in, and do that. And then we'll get our light residential and do all the outskirts on this, so that people can have the nicer homes on the outside of the town. As more people come in, when it's time for the city to grow, it will be ready as needed. And take a look here. We have the space. And we need to get the roads connected. Apparently it doesn't like doing that sometimes, but it will happen. And there you go. Too easy. We got it all mapped out. That should fill this island in very nicely. And we'll work on this little back area over here. And we'll make this some nice light residential back over here. Mainly just because this is kind of like a, how can I say, a park area for the festival. And I think we're going to have to check on this because one of the things that I think we were doing is we were looking at upgrading our film festival, and I think it is upgraded. I think we'll have to work on it for the next time. Looks like these are fully 100% awesome, and we're making money on our concerts now. So let's see, light residential, we will start from over here, just so that we don't have to worry about noise. and bring it into the full circle of the park. And around the roundabout, around the other parts of the park. And this should hopefully fill in all the little gaps and holes that we need in order to make these citizens a little bit more happier. So with that, we'll get these guys in over here, and we will simply clear these out. Light residential, very simply put. Alright, there we go. We got our separation of our districts. We still got a zoo park here, and we're good. We're making some money on our Crest Park. As people come over, we're making ourselves up to 29 million. And our demand is still a lot of commercial, so it will take its time, it will take its toll as we will let things grow. Now the thing is sometimes I don't know if that commercial is actually office, but who cares? We're just gonna crank up the demand and let things roll. See where the cookies lie afterwards, because the thing is we don't want any more abandoned industrial buildings anymore. Airport's doing great. This area is doing alright. It's slowly growing. And it's got some abandoned buildings. Let's see if there's any reason why some of these may end up not enough goods to sell. Well, we've got plenty of things to sell. I think in our last episode we created some more ore. And when we did that, we created about $64,000 in profit. And the main reason we did that is so that we can have buku amounts of glass. Now the thing that we do need to do this time is to get a warehouse set up for our distribution of goods and services. So this is going to be very important for us, and I think we have a nice little area to kind of set this up. So let's hop into our interchange, find it, which should be way over here. We'll take some of our time and drop it in. And there we go. We'll throw it way back here in the corner. There we go. Alright. We dropped it in. It's kind of in the shadows. Man, it looks like things are coming out over here. Very simply put. Alright, looks like we need to go, I'm gonna go under. Gosh, come on. There we go. And that should connect to this. And we will start dropping some warehouses in here and see what connects to what. Wrong type of thing. Warehouses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Alright, so let's make this easy. Animal, flour, paper, planed timber, petro, plastic. Maybe we'll hit the glass and the metals over here, since these are going to be the closest ones. We will get the unique metal ones over here, the commercial goods over here, the oil zones, the ore zones, the farming zones, and the forestry zones. Alright. Okay, so let's get the little dirt road. Get this fully connected over. Okay. Get our police that we need. Oh yeah, I forgot. This road's a nightmare anyway. The only thing I think we're gonna need to be super concerned about is fire. Yeah, let's get power hooked up first. And power line. There we go. And connect you there. Very simply put. Too easy. Now the thing that we do have to do, if I recall, is get these guys connected here and here, and then this makes this easy, like so. Yeah. Alright. Easily put to work. Alright, we'll get all the goods and services into this little distro area, and life will go on. And we will get rid of this little roundabout, since this will be its new roundabout. There you go. And people can all come up here and zippity-doo-dah around.
Except me. That's forbidden.
Yes. Alright, and we have this brand new area. Now we have the tram hopefully running around now. Let's see how many of these we got running around. We got 20. That's still a lot. I think we only need like 10 of them. Let's see how many we got on the other ones. Yeah, 10 of them. And yeah. Alright. 10 of them. Doesn't matter how many stops you have, just make sure you have 10 vehicles. Alright, so let's name some of these areas. So let's bring up the good old Google's Earths. And get our first little area all mapped in. We're gonna take this little side of town, give it a name, and I am lucky. Alright, this is going to be
Saraville.
alright.
You like the name?
Brusque. Oh, I guess I screwed that one up. Brusque. Yeah, I still messed it up. There you go. It's a city in Brazil in Santa Quintera. There you go. And we're going to take this little guy, bring him over to here. And we'll hit the little I feel lucky button. And this is going to be called Nora Park for Nora, Italy. And then we're going to have this little area here. I feel lucky. And this is called Dolk. Huh. Well, I guess that's what it'll be named. Dolk. Alright. You know, it's kind of interesting the way that this looks. Yeah, and the satellite imagery is all kind of weird. Actually, looks pretty neat the way it's all got some rivers and islands and stuff. Way over there. Huh. Papa. Alright. Well, that covers this area of naming things in this part of City Skylines. We still got to wait for some residential growth. We're losing some money. But the cool thing is while all of that's happening, we can check on our campuses. Tons of people are still going to school. And we need to find out why. Oh, high schools. We don't have a lot of high schools. Got plenty of university. So we are doing a great service to our community by making sure that, you know, there's not many places for people to go to school. One of the things that we should do is kind of incentivize some of this area. We will take some power and bring it over. And what we'll do is we'll just start building out this area here. And what we'll do is we will take one of these park areas. Let's say we'll turn this into leisure, turn this into tourism. Alright, and we'll turn this into organic. Alright. And we will put in some commercial. We will just drop it in right on in. Very simply put. And this will allow this area to develop as needed. We will get some little bit of the tiny road set up back here. Don't know why it doesn't want to do what we want it to do, but oh well. We will try to fix that by bringing it out and around and over. Simply put, we will make it work. Alright, and let's find the university healthcare system. We should have that somewhere around here. There it is. That should be easily placed right there. That should provide us some beautiful healthcare there. Now, as far as like regular healthcare, let's get some of that elder care in here. And some of that child care in here. And we'll get the community pool set up in here. Especially over here for the suburb area. And it looks like that actually kind of got itself put on the train tracks, so we'll move you one tile over. Get a sports and gymnasium. Get you set up over here. We've got a yoga garden that we can easily set up over here. Alright. Looks like we're going to have a beautiful living area of people to enjoy things with us over here. So, to do that, we want people to have a nice big area to kick back and enjoy themselves in. Ooh, we have a boat museum now available. I wonder where I could throw that. I completely forgot about the Sydney Bridge, didn't I? Oh well, we will work on that later. No need for that. Space Needle. And there you go. And let's see what we have over here. We have an old town that we can place. which will help bring in some commerce. And this is the McDonald's, Central Park. We can bring these guys over to here. And because it is Central Park, we'll bring it down. We'll get the road connected. So that it's fully integrated. And we're good. And we will bring this road over to here. And bring you over to here. And for craps and giggles, there you go. Central Park is now made. Too easy, right? Mia can make it. That's how I do it. That's what I am. That's what I make. It looks like these people will need power. And we'll work on that. Too easy. Alright, so now Nora Park and Brocrest Park are doing their thing, making beautiful, beautiful, beautiful little areas for our people to grow their city. I think that will be what is needed in the long term. Now we can work on this little area back over here, as this area will then get worked on right in here. Because one of the things that we should do is make this a farm area, since this is going to be a beautiful place to have a farm. So industry, of course. Definitely need it. And we'll make it a farm. We'll get back to the Google Earth. And we'll actually name this farm. How about that? Because I'm pretty sure we don't want to name it Moore Center. I don't want to name it Moore Center at all. So let's feel lucky about it. And we'll call it Adesso, which is an island in the middle of a lake. In the middle of Sweden. And you want to know what they do on that island? They farm. Fitting, right? So, Adesso. Estate. Actually, you know what? We'll just call it Adesso Guard. Okay. For Adesso Garden. Alright. Now, when it comes to that time, we will make sure that we have an on-ramp and off-ramp for it. And that will be the easy way for our industry to get to and from this location. Alright, let's see. What do we need? Let's bump this up to 9 and get some growth going. Oh yeah, look at this. They're filling in that hilltop. That's beautiful. Beautiful. I even filled in over here. That's good. That's what Devonport needed. This whole private island did what they needed. You don't want to know what we should do? Make another little private area and charge buku dollars for it. I think this area is clearly slated just for that. So with that, let's get a toll. And let's get a beautiful road. How about this? Alright. We'll upgrade it. There we go. We'll bring it out just another smidge. Put in our toll. There we go. And there we go. 10. Alright. And one of the things we will do is we will take the zoo fence and bring it in and over. Now with this, one of the things that we will do is we will take one of our big interchange circles. We'll get as many as we can over here and we'll plop them in. Now, should we do circles or should we do squares? We've done circles. Let's do squares. If I can find it. Ooh, I do like these. A little too much though. That's the residential ones. Yep, this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna just bring you over to here. Bring you over to here. Bring you over to here. And bring you over to here. And we will just simply take the little 2-lane road, get them all kind of interconnected to each other. The main reason why we want to do that is because we're controlling the traffic. And there we go. And we'll bring you to over here. Very simply put. Easily done. And we'll get our little 2-lane road. And the reason we're doing this way is so that we have full interconnectability to the whole area. Alright, there we go. We'll bring you over to here. Probably not the best, so we'll actually just delete you and we'll worry about doing something else later on. Okay. So, let's create a private little area here. Fun square. And we will raise taxes on everything. Because, you know, that's what these people like. Big business, small business. We'll encourage their biking. We'll tell them that they can only have electric car. We'll ban the the combustion vehicles. We'll give them an automated toll. And we'll give them no smoking, recycling, smoke ban, parks and recreation. And there you go. Yep. There you go. And we will be sure to jack this up. Fun residences. There you go. So if you can afford to live here, you will live here. So let's get our goods and services and stuff all set up in here. And of course, you know, they need to have their own little areas away from everyone. Alright. And like normal, they need to be away from everyone. Okay. Alright, so we will get healthcare. Give them the best. Give them the best in the fire. Give them the best in the police. Alright, and I will make sure that these guys have their own little power so that they don't bother people with power lines. We'll get our little road maintenance going on. These guys will definitely need it. Okay, too easy. Very simply put. Let's get our education set in. We will get the Modern Institute put in, because that's where these people go to school. And we'll get the Creative Institute put in, because that's where these people go to school. And we'll get a university in, because that's where these people go to school. I'm horrible, aren't I? Alright. While I'm here, I might as well give them public library so that they are immersed in their education. I know my sarcasm is so wrong right now. And we'll give them some community school as well. We'll give them the best of the best. We'll give them every opportunity to go to school here in this private area. And we'll give them the best modern school possible. And there we go. And elementary school. Alright. And that is just too easy. We got such a big school here, you know, do we even have room for this? Okay. Yeah. Alright. Enough bragging and horsing around. We'll even put in some faculty for the teachers, because these teachers are so important, like super important. Alright, there you go. And one of the things that we'll do is we'll create little pockets of residential here and here. And here. This is just mainly so that we can like get the best of the best for as much as the school bucks that we can deserve out of these folks, since we're going to centralize them as much as possible. And then light residential for the rest. since this is all going to be private residences, we can't have too much going on back over here. That'd just be insane if we did that. Now, one of the things that we will need to do is we will need to include all types of park and recreational activities here. So that these people can have places to enjoy themselves. And we'll get some riding stables put in, skateboard parks put in, and some football. Alright. And there we go. Very easily done. Too easy. Now we will make sure that they will all get power. Because we're just going to fill these in with residential. And we just finished saving. Thankfully it didn't crash. And there we go. Easily done. There we go. Life will go on. Now we will make sure that we get some go commercial into here, especially around the mid-center, just to bring these people their goods and services. And we will get them some light commercial as well. And the rounded areas. And the smaller compact areas. Main reason we're doing this is so that these folks actually have a place to go to as needed. Alright, and we will fill you in as well. Get some thick commercial going into you. Too easy. Alright, that should hopefully allow this area to grow over time. And they will pay the hefty price as we get up into the 250,000 pluses. So, thank you all for joining me as we create the private residences of Fawn Square. We also created Brisket Park, Nord Park, Dorr District, finished up the road here, finished up some hill building, and got more residents into the town of Devonport here on episode 29. Thank you very much. We have about 7 more episodes left in the series. I'm looking forward to completing all of this with you in the near future before we move into our next series. So if you want to tell me what type of episode we do next, join us on our Twitch channel and follow us on our comment feeds and chat with me there. That's the fastest way to get a hold of me and tell me what your thoughts are. So with that, have a great day and talk to you soon.